When Ramadan comes about, people start saying, I want to recite the whole Quran in Ramadan. And yes, they're ready to push themselves. So they start reciting a juz every day, and they do it, they can sustain that for a few days, 5, 6 days. But then afterwards, they find it extremely difficult. They start dragging themselves into the process. And it's hard, and most people don't do it, by the way. Most people fail to achieve that. But if you look at other examples, Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah ta'ala, what did he do in Ramadan? He used to recite the whole Quran once every day in Ramadan. Once every day in Ramadan. And that's during the day, not the night. And when the night came, he had another khatma, another system, where he would recite 10 juz of the Quran. That was a separate khatma. Every day in Ramadan, that's 30 times he would recite the whole Quran in Ramadan. Plus, every 3 days he finishes the Quran at night. And that means 10 times. So 40 times. He would recite the Quran 40 times in Ramadan. Imam al-Shafi'i, rahimahullah ta'ala, same number he would hit every Ramadan 40 times. Recite the Quran. I mean, we're not saying everyone recite the Quran 40 times, but what I'm saying is just look at the pattern. How could they sustain such a thing? How could they do something like that? The reason is, outside of Ramadan, they do something that's quite close. Most of them would recite the Quran every 3 days outside of Ramadan. A third of the Quran every day. Imam al-Shafi'i used to do more than that. Different narrations from Imam al-Shafi'i. Sometimes every 2 days he would finish the Quran. So the reason they could do that, they could maintain that level of performance, is that it is something that they have conditioned themselves to do throughout the year. So when Ramadan comes, you can run the extra mile and you can achieve that breakthrough. If you don't do anything outside of Ramadan, or we do very little, you can only push yourself one level more. So when Ramadan comes and you've already started gradually and incrementally building your stamina, hopefully you'll be able to recite a juz. You'll be able to recite 1 juz every day. So by the end of Ramadan, you have completed the whole Ramadan. There's great reward in that. And Ramadan is the month of the Quran, because that's the time when the Quran was revealed.